beautiful today. Let's go work in the garden. So today I'm going to go through my garden beds. It's been a really cold winter. We had a severe freeze at the beginning of winter, and it caught us off guard. So we have a lot of work to do. There's a lot of things that died that we should have saved, but this was our trial run. It wasn't our first year growing, but it was our first year of like really experimenting, and now we know exactly what we want to grow and how much of it. Pulling weeds today, I found actually a couple carrots just in the hard packed ground. Look at those little guys. This season I threw in some really good heirloom multicolored carrot seed, and I'm still getting little carrots popping up. Garlic growing here. I only have about 24. I should have put in more, but like I said, it was a really cold winter. I have a couple onions from our last crop. They just kind of popped up. Did a couple of low tunnels, and last year when we put in our tunnels, they protected everything. This year it was just so cold it couldn't sustain itself, and unfortunately this is my beautiful rosemary. It's hard wood. It's 2 years old. I don't know if it's going to come back. This is German thyme, and as you can see, it's very healthy and happy, was not affected at all by winter and the freezing temperatures. We have a lot of hawks circling us today, so I'm just gonna hang out with the chickens while they're here. He's doing a good job alerting the rest of the hens. That's what he's here for. Good job, Rooney. Yes, I did make the mistake of putting mint in a raised bed. Of course, first year, live and learn. But I did manage to keep it at this one end, so it will just keep coming back every year. And of course, it's winter hardy, so it's the gift that keeps on giving. I'm gonna focus more on growing lettuce this year, and I do have this green stalk that was pretty much useless last year because I was unable to rotate it, so it gets a lot of shade on this end. But I'm gonna get a spinner for this, and then I'm gonna just use it completely for romaine. And it does have pretty deep pockets to grow lettuce in, so we're gonna give that a try this year. This is my very quick attempt to draw up a plan for my garden, and as you can see, I have a lot I'm planting, but it's good to kind of draw it out, you know, even if it's sloppy, and get an idea of what you want, what you don't want, where things will go, and it just gives you a lot of clarity by this. This is my infamous loofah tower setup. I usually plant about 4 loofah seeds, and it gives me way more than I really need. But this year I'm gonna try for 2. I really don't need that much, and it really makes a beautiful arbor. This one here, I plan on planting peas on this side. I planted them on this side last year and they didn't do so well, so we're gonna try it over here and hopefully they make it around this arbor. The Picture This app has been instrumental in my gardening journey. I can't tell you how many times I've referred to this app when I would find a weed or a plant that I couldn't identify. As you can see, these are some of the plants that I am leaving in my garden because they're useful. And I felt really, really bad. This is my echinacea. It takes 2 years to bloom, and I had cared for it all this time, And again, with our horrible winter freeze, I mean, it literally, it was like a wind chill of like 26 degrees. And we were not prepared. Unfortunately, I lost my beautiful echinacea. But today I was so happy to see this. If you can see, there are a few little sprouts right at the base, right there. Yes. So it's still alive and it will still bloom. I have lots of weeding to do, and what we do is a no-till garden, so we're just going to weed and leave the roots of the dead plants and plant from there. This is our pepper bed. Peppers, hot peppers, our onions and garlic, tomatillos, stuff like that. I'm going to pack it in this year. I'm not going to go by the rules. I'm just going to stuff everything in here as fat as it can be. This was my kitchen garden last year. Also got a little fig tree here. The goats actually got after it a little bit. So I need a better protection here, but hopefully it didn't do too much damage. Can't trust those goats. Is starting to bud. It's so pretty. These two maples trimmed. They're very old. A lot of the limbs were broken. Now we have to dispose of all of this. Guess we're gonna have a big bonfire. We had a big storm last night. I'm glad we trimmed because we do have our electric wires right here. So it's going to be a lot of work. Things are just starting to bud out, which means we have a lot of catching up to do before it starts to get too hot. So we want to get all of the big, hefty chores done this week so that we're not working in the heat. But we do have some flowers coming in. It's kind of exciting, but it's also, you're feeling the race is on to get it done. So spring is going to be so beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, please give us a like and we'll see you next time.